All right, so today is the 19th of April. This is the second video that I promised you. Wow, DJT, my puts are getting in trouble. I want to do something with those. I'm gonna probably maybe close those guys and maybe buy some calls and then go back in later because I really don't understand why that stock is going up now. But anyway, let me show you how to get the active trader in on your flexible grid so you can trade quickly by using the dome or the active trader. This is our finished product, what we want it to look like. We've got calls on one side, excuse me, and we've got puts on the other side, just like the options chain. So what I want to do is we want to get to that. That's going to be our goal. So let me slide this guy up and out of the way. Let's go to the charts tab and let's go. All right, we've got our main charts here. Let's start here. We're going to minimize this and then go to flexible grid. Now, flexible grid is already checked here. So what I am going to do is actually, let's do this. Let's load a grid that we already have. Let's go to my futures 8 charts. All right, so let's see. I've got a flexible grid already lined up. You will probably have one lined up too, maybe with 3 charts. Doesn't really matter because all we're going to do is we're going to go in and change it to look like the one that we did previously. In order to do that, we're going to click on show actions menu, and we're going to click on reset. Once we click on reset, it's going to ask you, this is reset the page, default system, any unsay, yada yada yada. Are you sure you want to proceed? Tell it yes. Once we tell it yes, it's going to bring up this like we're starting Reddit from the very beginning, default. Now, our sidebars and all of this stuff right here is already set up, so we don't need to go here and click on show grid because customize grid is already highlighted. We don't need to do that. So let's go ahead and kill the first one by clicking here. See, now we've got 3 charts set up. Let's put SPY in each one of these. SPY and SPY again. And we only need 2 charts, so let's kill this one and we'll erase him by clicking this button here on the right hand side. Boom. Now once we've done that, we've got our 2 charts up here. Well, let's slide them over to make them equal size. Now I want to get rid of the sidebar information here, so I'm going to go here, customize grid. We want to uncheck it, and now I've got 2 charts, right, with a bunch of indicators and gibberish on them. Doesn't really matter because we're going to change this anyway. The most important thing that I want to see right now is your buttons on the side here. Now that we have our buttons on the sides on both, let's click on active trader and let's click active trader again. Now we see we've got a dome and charts. So let's get rid of our charts because we don't need them because we've already got them on another screen. So we're going to click the C button here to remove the chart, and we're going to click the C button here to remove that chart. Oh, how come that one didn't remove? Alright, now I've got 2 SPY domes up here now, and SPY is moving. I've got everything that I need right now. So let's change this because right now if we buy this guy right now, it's gonna buy shares of SPY. I don't want to buy shares of SPY. I want to buy call options or put options. If I click the buy market, it's telling me that I'll be buying 1 SPY at the open at market price of 490, 480. I don't want to do that. Let's delete. I want options. In order to get to options, we need to change what's in this field here to the actual option code. This one and this one. You could do this one of 2 ways. One way is by going to the trade tab, pulling up an options chain, and let's say we want to trade. Let's find what options we want to trade. Let's minimize these. Let's say we want to get the 29 April 24 options with 10 days of expiration. We're going to open this guy up, and let's say we want to go at the money. You can pick out any one that you want. Let's say we want to do this 496 on the call side where they're offering at 488 by 493. I want to come over here and I want to right click, and we're going to copy this code here. Alright, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back to my charts and on my flexible grid, and then I'm going to paste that code in this box right here. Control V. It's in there. Now you can see we've got the weeklies, 29 April 24 496 calls. They're on this side for the calls. Now puts on this side, I still have my SPY here, so let's go over on this side and change this guy to puts. So let me delete this out, and then let's go back to the options chain, go over to the put side, pick out which one we want. Let's say I like the 493s. There's one strike out of the money. I'm going to right click, going to copy, go back to the charts, flexible grid, and paste that code into this window here. Hit enter. Now I have my puts on one side and my calls on the other side. Alright, right now so far so good. Are you still with me? If not, you can rewind and go back. Hopefully I didn't do that too fast. So now, if I want to buy a put, all I got to do is just click on this button right here to buy the market. It's going to pull up an order ticket. I can click send, and my order is going to be filled more rapidly than from me trying to do this from the actual options chain. Alright, now you can also put this in for a OCO bracket automatically off the bat. In order to do that, you come up here near the buy market. You see the little arrow here? You click it to open up this template here on the bottom. And then on this guy over here, you click it and open up this template here on the bottom. You see right now we've got a single template. If we want to make this OCO or trigger, one triggers the other, I like the trigger with two brackets because this way you can go ahead and automatically set your buy and sell. Actually, that's not the one that I want. Let me go back. Forgive me. Let's see if the OCO is the one we want. Template with bracket. Yes, this is the one we want. The first one, template with bracket. So let's click on this one on this side. We want to go template with bracket. And this way you can set your target and also your stop. So here, let's say I want to go for 5% on the call side. I click the plus and minus sign. I want to change it from the ladder, and then I want to change it to a percent. Go in and put my percent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 5% as a target. We want to change this from a limit, from a day order to a good till cancel. That'll get them both. And let's say we want to set our stop loss to a 5% stop as well. 3, 4, 5. Make sure these two are correct, meaning the first one on the top needs to be positive and the first one on the bottom needs to be negative if you're going for percentages. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing on this side over here for our puts. Change that to 5%, and then our stop loss, let's change that to 5%. Whoops. You can change this to whatever you want. Make this a good till cancel. Good till cancel. Alright, and there you are. Now, if I go over here on the put side and let's say I want to buy something, you see as I hover over this, over on this side where my orders are, it automatically triggers my targets for my stop and my profit. So do it again. I'm going to click hover over it, and as you can see, the trigger would be right here and the target would be there again. Alright, if I was to send this order to the market, all I had to do is hit send one time and it's gone. Now here is a little thing for you. If you click on auto send, if this is checked and you click buy market, you're not going to get that confirmation. Are you sure you want to send it? It's going to immediately send your order to the market to get filled. So depending on how quick or good you are, you either want this check or you don't want it checked. For me right now, just starting out, I would leave it unchecked. Now, to save this bracket, all you gotta do is come over here to where it says save custom order template. Let's say I want to name this as 5% test. Let's just say 5% test. And I save it. Now, if I delete this, start over on the next day, coming in for as an example, click here. I've got my template already saved down here if I want to come down here and get it. So you can see I've got my call target with 11% loss saved for both sides. So I've got this already set up here on mine. I'm going to delete this one because it was just an example. And there you have how to set up your bracket order using ActiveTrader. Hopefully that was clear. If not, get together and we'll do it all over again.